Students, welcome to English session. Today I will explain chapter 4 from NCERT English textbook. The chapter name is Bipin Chaudhary Lapse of Memory. Is it happened with you any time that the memory played a trick with you? We cannot think that it can be happened. But in this story, there is a trick which is played by Chunni Lal with Bipin Babu. So now, before explaining the first part, I will read the beginning part of the chapter. Do you have a good memory? Has your memory ever played any tricks on you? Forgetfulness often puts you in a tight spot, but forgetting a part of your life completely may drive you crazy. Obviously, if we forget the one part of our life, then it makes us crazy. That how it can be happen that a person can forget one important part of his life. It can be happen in childhood, but when you will grown up, that time it will not be possible to forget any part of life. In this part of your life, in this story, Bipin Babu goes nearly crazy because he cannot recollect his stay in Ranchi. He has never been to Ranchi. He insists, though there are many witnesses to the contrary. What is the suspense all about? In this story, we will know that what was the suspense. That it gives to Bipin Babu to think that what is the trick played by him. Okay. Now in the first part, it is given every Monday on his back from home work, Bipin Chaudhary would drop in at Kalicharan's new market to buy books, crime stories, ghost stories and thrillers. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week because he likes to read the books. So what happened? Whenever he comes to office, he just buy 5 books at least to read for a whole week. There are crime stories, ghost stories and thriller stories. He lived alone, was not a good mixture, had few friends and didn't like spending time in idle chat. He did not like to spend his time for the conversation which is be done in daily routine. He always liked to sit alone and read two books. So he turned round and found himself looking at a round-faced, meek-looking man who now broke into a smile. Now when he was purchasing books, that time he saw that a man who is round-faced was looking him continuously. I don't suppose you recognize me. Obviously, if someone is looking you continuously, that time you will think that might be possible that he knows you, but you don't. So the Bipin Babu said here that I don't think that you recognize me. Have we met before? Bipin Babu said that we have met before. The man looked great surprise. We met every day for a whole week. Now the man said that we met whole day week. Last time I arranged for a car to take you to the Woodrow Falls. And he said him that I arranged a car for you to go to the Woodrow Falls. In 1958 in Ranchi, now the man said that in 1958 in Ranchi, I arranged a car for you. My name is Parimal Ghosh. Now he introduced himself that I am Parimal Ghosh and I arranged a car for you. Ranchi, now the Bipin Babu is surprised. Now Bipin Babu realized that it was not he, but the man who was making a mistake. Now he was confirmed that he was not he that the man is telling him. The man is mistaken. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times but never made it. He thought so many times to go to Ranchi but he never went there. He smiled and said, "Do you know who I am?" The man raised his eyebrows but bit his tongue and said, "Do I know you? Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary? Who doesn't know you?" Okay, Bipin Babu now turned towards the bookshelves and said, "Still you are making a mistake. One of the often dozen. I have never been to Ranchi." because he never have been to Ranchi. So he they said that you have doing mistake. The man now laughed aloud. What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Woodrow and cut your right knee. I brought you iodine. I had fixed up a car for you to go to Nehrat the next day, but you couldn't because of the pain in the knee. Can't you recall anything? Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, you stayed in a bungalow. You said you didn't like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by Bawarchi. Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister. You had a big argument about the moon landing. Remember, I will tell you more. You always carried a bag with your books in it on your sightseeing trips. Am I right or not? Now here in this paragraph, the Parimal Ghosh was giving proof one by one. He said that you came to Ranchi, you had a fall, I gave you iodine, and now you went to your hotel, whatever I hired for you, and now you did not like the hotel food, so that's why you you have a Bawarchi and he prepared a food for you. You are with your sister and one more person is with you, and that was Mr. Mukherjee. Now Bipin Babu spoke quietly, his eyes still on the book. Which month in 58 are you talking about? Which month in 58 are you talking about? He asked that in which month? Obviously, if you are saying that I was in Ranchi, then in which month? Now the man said October. No sir, said Bipin Babu. I spent puja in 58 with a friend in Kanpur. You are making a mistake. Good day. Now the Bipin Babu left the shop because now he was confirmed that in 1958 in October month he was with his friend for puja in Kanpur. Very strange. One evening I had tea with you in a veranda of your bungalow. You spoke about your family. You said you had no children and that you had lost your wife 10 years ago. Your only brother had died insane, which is why you didn't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. When Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop, the man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. Now see, what was happening? When the Bipin Babu said that have a good day and he left, the man did not go there. And he started to tell again him whatever he knew about him. He said that how can you forget that we sat in a veranda and had a tea and you told me about your family. That you are having no children, your wife had lost, means he had died before 10 years ago, and your brother had died insane, means having some mental problem. So he had died and that's why you did not visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. He knows everything about the Bipin Babu. And now Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop. The man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. Means the person was looking continuously him with complete surprise. Now the hard words which we have in part 1, that are idle chat, means unnecessary conversation. The Bipin Babu was never having unnecessary conversation with anyone. Meek means quiet. Utter disbelief means complete surprise. Losing his mind means becoming mad. Intimate, very personal and private. Going nuts, going mad. He became mad. Okay? In first part, I explained that Bipin Babu was not able to recognize the person Parimal Ghosh. And the Parimal Ghosh was continuously remembering him about the incident which happened in Ranchi. So now on, Bipin Babu left the shop. Now in part 2, we know that Bipin Babu sat in the car. And now what happened with him? That we will know in this part. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bertram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, just to drive by the Ganga. Will you, Sitaram? Driving up the straight road, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. Intruder means ke burglar, thief, the person on which we should not pay attention. So now here was regretting, means he feeling sad that why he paid so much attention on this burglar. He was wasting his time only. He had never been to Ranchi and no question about it all, because he knew confirmly that he never been to Ranchi. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. Now he was said that it is impossible. It is not possible that he forgot an incident which just took place before 5 to 6 years ago. He had an excellent memory, unless Bipin Babu's had reeled. He said he was thinking that he had an excellent memory, so he was not able to forget any part of the life. And now Bipin Babu was shocked and confused. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office, he was a big firm, and he was doing a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet the result was there. Now he said that it couldn't be possible because he was working in a good firm from last many years, and now he has a good memory. There was not any incident with him that in which he has to listen that he has forgotten his memory. He was never having like this with any person, but today he spoke half an hour with him. And yet the man knew a great deal about him. How? He even seemed to know some intimate details. The beginning of books, wife's death, and brother's insanity. The back of books, wife's death, and brother insanity. Means that he met only with a person and he talked with him only half an hour. And in these hours he knew everything about him. How it can be possible? Okay, intimate is here means that very personal and private details. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake or deliberate lie. In 58 during the pujas, he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bakshish's place. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to. No, there was no way to writing to Haridas. Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left his wife for Japan some weeks ago and he did not have his address. Now what happened that after thinking all this he was confused and shocked. So he said that I was sure that I was with my friend with Haridas in Kanpur for puja. So I should write him everything about it. But how he can write? Because Haridas has left the country and he left to Japan. So he was not having any address. So he was not able to ask him about it. But where was the need for proof? He himself was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi. And that was that. And now why he had to give some proof? Because he was damn sure that he never went to Ranchi. The river bridge was pressing and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin's Babu mind. Around Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his right knee. Now everything was silent around him, and now with hesitation or whatever, he decided to roll up his trouser to see that the person told me that you are having a cut on your knee. So he thought that let me check my knee. There was the mark of an old inch-long cut. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred. Had he never had a fall as a boy and cut his knee? It could be possible that when he was a boy, that time he fell down and he had a cut in his knee. He tried to recall such an incident but couldn't. Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. That person means Parimal Ghosh remembered him. That with you there was a Mr. Mukherjee, means Dinesh Mukherjee was there with him. So the best thing surely would be to ask him. He lived quite near in Benny Nandan Street. What about going right now? But then, if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asked for a confirmation? Now he said that his friend Dinesh Mukherjee was living next to his street. So this time should it proper to go there and to ask him about this incident? Then he thought that what the Dinesh Mukherjee thought, that why that Bipin Babu is asking this silly question. He would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts. Might be that he said that Bipin Babu is going to crazy, Bipin Babu is going mad. Now, no, it would be ridiculous to ask him. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh's sarcasm could be. And now he found that might be possible that Dinesh will give me a sarcasm. Okay, a irony, a cruel sight will give. Sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Such a nuisance. Just because they have nothing else to do, they go about getting into other people's hair. He said that other people's hair means to interfere in other people's life. Means he was saying that how nuisance it is. Because of the Parimal Ghosh was having not any work, so he was taking interest in other people's life. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? Because after dinner, when he was sleeping in a bed, that time he was reading a thrilling book, and the next day what happened, as he reached to the office, his mind was continuously thinking about the person who met yesterday to him. Now, if the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? If the man knew so much about it, then how could he mistake about the Ranchi trip? Because he was not in that age. Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. At least the embarrassment on his face wouldn't show. So he said that it is better to go to Dinesh Mukherjee's house. It is better to ask on phone. So the embarrassment will not be seen by Dinesh. 235616. Bipin Babu dialed the number. Hello, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Well, what's the news? I just wanted to find out if you recalled any incident which took place in 58. Now the Bipin Babu asked to his friend Dinesh Mukherjee that I wanted to just recall the memory which happened in 1958. 58? What incident? Were you in Kolkata right through that year? That is the first thing I have got to know. Now he said that, were you in Kolkata right that in 58 you were in Kolkata? Well, where were you? Bipin Babu asked to him. Just I wanted to know about you. Wait just a minute. 58, just let me check in my diary. Now the Dinesh Mukherjee was looking in his diary that in 1958 where was he? For a minute there was a silence. Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. Hello? Yes, I have got it. I had been out twice. Now here the Dinesh Mukherjee said that in 58 twice I was out of station. And where he was? Now once in February nearby to Krishnanagar to a nephew's wedding. He said that in one time I was with my nephew's wedding. And then, but you had know about this one? The trip of Ranchi, you were there too. And now the Dinesh Mukherjee said, then you wouldn't know about it because you were with me in Ranchi. We both were in Ranchi in 1958. That's all. But what's the whole sleuthing about? What was this investigating about? Why you are investigating everything? No, I just wanted to. Anyway, thanks. Now he put down the receiver. Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. He felt his head swimming. A chill seemed to spread over his body. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he didn't eat them. he had lost his appetite. Obviously, because now there was a second proof given by Dinesh Mukherjee that he was in 58, he was in Ranchi with him. So now, after knowing this, his appetite has gone away. So now the Dinesh Mukherjee knew that he was in Ranchi in 58. Now in part 1, we knew that the Bipin Babu met a person, Parimal Ghosh. He gave so many proof to Bipin Babu about Ranchi. Now in part 2, we know that the Bipin Babu was shocked and confused. So he checked his knee. There was a cut, but he was also not sure that when he was having cut on his knee, it might be possible that it was from childhood. Then he called Dinesh Mukherjee. But now here he was shocked because Dinesh Mukherjee also told him that they both were in Ranchi in 1958. Now what happened next, that we will know in part 3. After lunch time, Bipin Babu realized that he couldn't possibly carry on sitting at his desk and working. Carry on means continue. Here he said that he was not able to sit to do any work of office. So he went to the house. But what happened? Actually, generally, it is a common thing that if you are thinking and if you are having thought that you never went to anywhere and you have missed the part of your important part of your life, then you will be confused and shocked and you will not be able to pay attention in your work. So here same happened with Bipin Babu. This had never happened in 25 years he had been with the firm. He was with this firm from 25 years and till then there was not any incident happened with Bipin Babu. He had a reputation for being a tireless, conscientious worker. But today his head was in a reel. Conscientious means careful and correct. He was having a good reputation in the firm. Back home at 2:30, Bipin Babu lay down in bed and tried to gather his wits together. He knew that it was possible to lose one's memory through an injury in the head. He was now finding and having all the wits and he was thinking, is it possible that a person can forget an incident from his life? He had lost one's memory only through an injury in his head. But he did not know of a single instant of someone's remembering everything except one particular incident and a fairly recent and significant one at that. Now, but he said that it could be possible that a person can forget his memory. But he never listened any time that a person only forget one part of his memory. Okay, one incident of his life. It can never be possible. Obviously, one person cannot forget a part of his one incident only escaped from his mind. If he will forget, then his memory will be lost. So no, he had always wanted to go to Ranchi, to have gone there, done things and not to remember was something utterly impossible. At 7:30, Bipin Babu's servant came and announced, Chunni Babu, sir, says it's very important. Now a message is brought by his servant and he said that Sir Chunni Babu came and it is very important. He is saying that it is very important to meet you. Bipin Babu knew what Chunni had come for. Chunni Lal had been at school with him. He had been having a rough time lately and had been coming to see him about a job. Now he knew that Bipin Babu was his schoolmate. He was his schoolmate and he was having a rough time. The time was not good. His situation, his condition was not good. So he wanted a job from Bipin Babu. So he was coming here to meet Bipin Babu because to help something. Okay, so what happened? Bipin Babu knew it was not possible to do anything for him and in fact he told him also to him. Bipin Babu already told him that he was not able to do anything to do for him. But Chunni kept turning him like a bad penny. Like a bad penny means like appearing a place where nobody is welcoming you. So okay, but Chunnilal was that person who was coming again and again to the Bipin Babu house for help. Now Bipin Babu sent word that only was it not possible for him to see Chunni now, but not in a several weeks. Now he sent a message with his servant that for a week he was not able to meet him. But as soon as the servant stepped out of the room, it struck Bipin Babu that Chunni might remember something about the 58 trip. There was no harm in asking him. Now, as the servant was going to give message to Chunni Babu, that time Bipin Babu had a thought that might be possible that Chunni knew about the incident of 1958. Bipin Babu hurried down the stairs and into the living room. Chunni was about to leave, but seeing Bipin Babu appear, he turned round hopefully. He thought that now Bipin Babu was helping him, so he turned hopefully. And here Bipin Babu didn't beat about the bush, means directly come to the point. Bipin Babu was a very practical man, and so he did not ask him about his health and about his condition. He directly come to the point. And what he said, listen Chunni, I want to ask you something. You have a good memory and you have been seeing me off and on for a long time. Means many of times off and on you are coming to my house and you look me. And just to throw your mind back and tell me, did I go to Ranchi in 58? Chunni said 58. It must have been 58 or was it 59? He said that I don't know confirmly, but it might be 58 or 59. You are sure that I did go to Ranchi? Chunni's look of amazement was not unmixed with worry. Did you mean you have doubts about having gone at all? And now the Chunnilal said, now you are having any doubt that you went to the Ranchi? No, you didn't go to Ranchi anytime. Did I go? Do you remember clearly? Chunni sat down on the sofa, fixed Bipin Babu with a long, hard stare and said, Bipin, have you taken to drugs or something? As far as I know, you had a clean record where such things were concerned. I know that old friendship don't mean much to you, but at least you had a good memory. You can't really mean that you have forgotten about the Ranchi trip. Now here the Chunnilal said that why you are doing like this everything? Okay, have you taken drugs or what? Because I know that you went to Ranchi in 1958 and you now don't tell me that you have forgotten your important part of life because you have a good memory. Bipin Babu had to turn away from Chunni's incredulous stare. Do you remember what my last job was? Asked Chunnilal. Now the Bipin said, of course, you worked in a travel agency. You remember that you don't remember that it was I who fixed up your railway booking for Ranchi. Now he asked that you remember that you don't remember that I have booked your tickets for Ranchi for railway. I went to the station to see you off. One of the fan in your compartment was not working. I got an electrician to fix it. Have you forgotten everything? Whatever is the matter with you, you don't look too well, you know. Now here it was the Bipin Babu make shock. Because what happened? The Chunnilal said that he went in his compartment and he repaired his fan and everything was done by him. Then how can he forget this part of his life? Now Bipin Babu shied and shook his head. I have been working too hard, he said at last. That must be the reason. Must see about consulting a specialist. Now he said that it might be possible that I am working too hard, so it can be possible that I am tired and that's why I forgot this part of my life. Now I must see to consult a doctor specialist. Doubtless it was Bipin's condition which made Chunilal leave without mentioning anything about the job. Now here Chunilal left the Bipin Babu because he knew that the condition of Bipin Babu was not good. So it did not remind him about his job. Paresh Chanda was a young physician with a pair of bright eyes and a sharp nose. He became thoughtful when he heard about Bipin Babu's symptoms. Look, Dr. Chanda, said Bipin Babu desperately, you must cure me of this horrible illness. I can't tell you how it is affecting my work. Now he made to the Dr. Chanda and he said, now Dr. Chanda, you have to recover me fast because you don't know that how I was affected because of this reason. I can't tell you how it is affecting to my work because obviously he was not able to paying attention to his work. Dr. Chanda shook his head. You know what, Mr. Chaudhary, he said, I have never had to deal with a case such as yours. Frankly, this is quite outside my field of experience. But I have one suggestion. I don't know if it all works, but it's a worth to try. It can do no harm. Now he said that in my life I was not having such type of case. It was first time that a person can only forget one memory of his mind. Okay, so he said that now I am having one idea. I don't know that it will be fruitful to you or what, but you just go for it. Bipin Babu leaned forward anxiously. As far as I can make out, said Dr. Chanda, and I think you are of the same opinion. You must have been to Ranchi, but due to some unknown reason, the entire episode has slipped out of your mind. And what I suggest is that you go to Ranchi once again. The sight of the place may remind you of your trip. This is not impossible. More than that, I cannot do at the moment. I am prescribing a nerve tonic and a tranquilizer. Sleep is essential or the symptoms will get more pronounced. Bipin Babu felt somewhat better the next morning. After breakfast, he rang up his office, gave some instruction and then procured a first class ticket for the Ranchi for the same evening. Now here what happened, Dr. Chanda told him that I wanted to give you one suggestion to you, that you by mistake it can be happen that one episode from your mind can be slipped out, but one way is there. You just go again to Ranchi, and when you will reach there, when you will see the sights, the entire episode will come again. You will remember the entire episode again. So it can be work or not, that I don't know, but you should do this. And now he gave him a medicine to reduce the stress, so that the next morning Bipin Babu can go to Ranchi. And after breakfast, Bipin Babu was fresh in the next morning, and after having breakfast, he rang up to office that he was not coming to office and give some instruction, and then he booked a ticket from first class and went to the Ranchi. So here in this part it is saying that he met to doctor and then he went to Ranchi to think that any time he came there or not. In this part the hard words were conscientious means careful and correct, head was in real means confused and unable to think, having a rough time means having a lot of problems, procured means got, in retribution of means as a punishment for. Okay.